All right, good evening, everybody. Thank you for joining us for the regular scheduled Village Board meeting on July 22nd, 2025. With that, please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Lana, roll call, please.
Mayor DeVold.
Here.
Trustees Amos.
Here.
Babiak.
Here.
Brockman.
Here.
Chapman.
Here.
Luciano. And Selfridge.
Here. All right, we do have a quorum to conduct village business this evening. With that, we'll move into citizens. Are there any citizens wishing to address the village board tonight? If you would, just when you come to the mic, just state your name for the record, please.
That's my breath from running up here. Oh my God, Julie Rice. I'm a resident on Burton Boulevard. I just want to say, pleasure meeting everybody here. This room brings back great memories because our daughter, that's my husband Brian, she was the last Miss Shorewood that was elected Alyssa Rice with Mr. Chapman. So I like this room. Okay, so I was present at the last board meeting. I just wanted to, for the record, just kind of show my son. End of August 2020, his car was totaled in the front of our house on Burton Boulevard, 502. A speeding driver. Recently, I did have to call the police. Wonderful police department here. Can't say enough about them. They told us that getting in and out of our driveway start backing up. I have twin daughters. We have 4 children. Our last 2 just turned 19. So we took the officer's advice, and he's like, you're just going to have to back up in your driveway, you know, and he's like, you're going to have to be patient. The girls are going to have to wait. So we do, but the problem is, like, they come out of Target. We're trying to navigate not only Burton Boulevard as a roadway now, we have to navigate our sidewalk. And it's like, I almost hit pedestrians like a month and a half ago because I'm trying to back up, I'm waiting, and I'm so like, oh my God, is he speeding up? And then I'm trying to go, and then I'm trying to think, like, who's coming down the sidewalk? And it is my responsibility, but I'm nervous. I don't want to hit somebody. I don't want my kids to. And then another thing I want to bring up is I was walking my dog like a month and a half ago, and I have a big standard poodle. She's huge. So I went down Burton, and I went to the 4-way stop sign, and I made eye contact. Trust me, I have plenty of injuries going on right now. I don't want to get hit by a car. So I look, the people going towards River Road, they saw me, they stopped, they stayed there. The gentleman at the stop sign coming the other way, I made eye contact with him. So I'm like this. He looks at me. I start going. I get in the middle of the road. He presses on the gas. And then he slams. And he's looking at me. He's like, I can't believe I just did that to you. I'm like, oh my God, he almost hit me. So I feel for everybody living around there. I made eye contact with the driver. And it was just so spooky. That man was in the mindset of driving down Burton Boulevard. That should send a strong message to everybody here. He made eye contact with me, and he just almost ran me over. That's it, you guys.
Thank you. Anybody else wishing to? Go ahead. And if you would, just please state your name for the record.
Good evening. My name is Christine Ozemkevich. I was here 2 weeks ago. I'd first like to address Mr. Klima. My neighbor, Jason Mesmer, wrote you an email, and I believe I talked to you the following day. In the email, you said you would like it would be most appropriate to conduct a traffic study so that decisions can be made, and you would like to discuss it at this meeting. So my first question is, have you made any progress on
This is
that
a
traffic?
public comment, ma'am.
Okay,
It's not question and answer, it's public comment.
okay. And so I can't ask what's happening with that speed monitor?
Not at this time, this is public comment.
Okay. My next comment would be that our neighbor, Tom McNullah, pulled the Freedom of Information Act documents. So far, yesterday, he said, I received multiple replies today to the FOIA request, about 5,000 pages of emails, texts, and complaints for Burton Boulevard. So my comment is, why hasn't anyone looked into this? Additionally, 200 pages of traffic violations for Burton Boulevard since 2017. He has to work through them, and he's going to make a summary before he presents it. That would be it, since we can't ask. When do we ask questions? There's
not an opportunity to ask questions, it's public comment. If you want certain questions answered, you can put them in writing and we can have them submitted back to you.
Okay, thank you.
No problem.
My name is Judy Fowler. I'm here on behalf of the residents of River Bluff Estates. On July 17th, my neighbors and I on Louisa Street South were hand-delivered a letter regarding the maintenance of the landscape berm and walking path beyond our properties. The back of our duplexes face Zile Road. For 2.5 years, we have endured long and challenging construction work. We were constantly calling the village. The weeds at times were 2 to 3 feet high before they were cut down. I still have cables in my backyard, red, yellow, and black, that have not been buried, even before they planted all the arborvitae trees. We are requesting that the Village of Shorewood revise the ordinance 7-1-4. We should not be responsible for the maintenance of the berm or the other side of the path to the curb. Suggestions from different people suggest one worker every week cut the weeds. They're already out cutting grass. It's no extra cost to the village or your resources. Or eliminate the problem and put permanent rocks in. Otherwise, it's going to become an eyesore. There's 4 different grass cutters on the one side of Zile Road, and everyone gets their grass cut on a different day. So the height of the weeds is going to be different, like this. It's going to become an eyesore. And so having said that, with the construction done, Zile Road is now a gateway into Shorewood from Route 59 and 55. We should all want Zile Road to look aesthetically appealing to the eye. We would like the village to reconsider to give River Bluff taxpayers the same treatment and maintenance they give to other people of Shorewood. Please reconsider our request and take over the maintenance.
Good evening.
Good evening.
My name is Barb McNichols. I live at 317 Louisa Street North. So I am not as concerned as my neighbors are about what's going on with the bike trail and the parkway. However, there is a problem, and I was unsure of who to call about it. The location of the stop sign and pavement marking at the exit of the subdivision is set so far back that you cannot see oncoming traffic from either direction. You have to creep forward past the stop sign, past the line on the pavement, in order to see who's coming from the east or the west. Please take a look at it and have something done, because our subdivision is mainly older residents, and I personally have a bad back, so it's kind of hard for me to lean forward when I'm sitting in the car. I have to creep forward. I'm always afraid that the front end of my car is going to wind up in oncoming traffic. Please take a look at it and do something. Thank you.
Sure, thank you. Are there any other residents that wish to address the village board?
try to get here before the meeting started, but the way the traffic was, of course, you can't get anywhere.
State your name for the record.
Oh, my name is Kathleen Garthis. I live over here at the Econo Lodge at 19755 Northeast Frontage Road. We're in Shorewood, the Econo Lodge. And like I said, I just tried to get here as fast as I could because I was hoping to catch the police chief before this meeting, but Philip, I'm sorry, I couldn't get you in time, because I couldn't get here fast enough. I just got, I got questions I got to ask Phil after the meeting, if it's all right, Phil.
All right, anybody else that wish to address the village board? Before we move into this evening's consent agenda, to the folks on Verton, we are working on trying to acquire a traffic study. We are in the works of that. Unfortunately, we don't get just to call an engineer and say we need a traffic study for Verton. It's not just sitting on a shelf. That is being pursued. We are hoping to have it for tonight to be able to discuss. We just didn't get the proposals back. So that is going to be addressed. We just don't have a traffic study that we can vote on tonight. We should have it for our next meeting so we can get the true implications as to where the traffic is on Verton Boulevard. We also have to make certain whatever mitigation efforts we put in there, we mitigate the problem and we don't just move the problem from Verton to Shorewood or somewhere else. But we want to make certain we get a truly comprehensive study on this so we know what's going on. To the folks over on River Bluff, we will follow up with Public Works regarding stop sign locations and clarity as to what that final landscape looked like. Between what IDOT did and what's truly property line, and let's see what's there. But we are happy to work with staff to try to come up with resolutions for all of our residents. With that, we'll move into, and Kathleen, you're going to be able to catch a chief, right? Very good. All right, so with that, let's move into this evening's consent agenda. Item number 1 will be approval of the regular meeting minutes from July 8th, 2025. Item 2 is approval of the special committee of the whole meeting minutes from July 12th, 2025. Item 3 is approval of accounts payable in the amount of $751,779.72. Item 4 is approval of a payment in the amount of $19,424 to Core and Main for water meters. And item 5 is approval of a payment in the amount of $371,432.70 to Conley Excavating and Construction for the 2025 Park Shore Water Main Replacement Project. Are there any items a board member has any questions or needs any further information?
Motion to approve consent agenda.
Motion by trustee Amos.
Second.
Second by trustee Babiak. Roll call, please.
Babiak.
Yes.
Brockman.
Yes.
Chapman.
Yes.
Selfridge.
Yes.
And Amos.
Yes.
Thank you. Consent's been approved. Lana, is there anything that you would receive for reports of communications this evening?
No, sir.
Okay, with that, there's actually no order of business this evening. Do any of the trustees have any additional comments that they want to add before we go into executive session?
Just planning and zoning will meet on August 6th, and we have possibly 3 agenda items: truck repair on Geneva, the old Schwann's place, Slavic Industrial Building on Southeast Frontage Road, and possibly Restoration Church on Southwest Frontage Road. Thank you.
And if there's no other,
Mayor, could you add pending litigation and property acquisition to the executive session, please?
yes, sir. So with that, I'm asking for a motion to go into executive session regarding personnel to consider employment, compensation, discipline, performance, or dismissal of specific employees, and pending litigation regarding the Village of Shorewood.
So moved.
Motion by trustee Amos.
Second.
Second by trustee Chapman. Roll call, please, for exec.
Brockman.
Yes.
Chapman.
Yes.
Selfridge.
Yes.
Amos.
Yes.
And Babiak.
Yes.
All right, we are in executive session. There'll be no further action taken after executive session. We will adjourn from exec.
And we'll be in the other room for the call.
Yeah.